follows a traditional design of the Algonquin people, made from birch and cedar. I'd be building it with one of the few people left who knows how to make them, Pinnock Smith. He comes from a family of canoe builders.
5, 6,
he lives and works
7,
on a reservation to the north of Ottawa.
1,
Canada is
2,
25% water,
3,
and its
4,
network of lakes and rivers
6,
mean that
7,
thousands of years the canoe was the most important way to get
2,
around.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Most
5,
birch bark canoes
6,
built today
7,
are showpieces designed for museums. Our boat was to be
3,
was going to be a working canoe
1,
made using
2,
only
3,
traditional methods.
4, 5, 6, 7,
And when you're building a canoe, you work on your
4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 5.
I think that's the lovely thing about all these sorts of projects, that you have to actually listen to what the wood is telling you and just go with the flow. Very different to modern craft. Quite a bit, because I hear it's very free. Traditionally, these boats were built quickly. We had just over a week to complete ours, but these were slow and steady procedures. The first part was splitting wood into long strips to make sides. That's the bit that runs along the top of each side of the canoe. It isn't, there was actually a law until well into the 1900s that all government boats actually made ribbon wood.
6,
Typical of bushcraft, the whole process is
7,
based on a deep understanding of the material we were using.
8,
We need to pause, explore, and reassess the wood.
9, 10,
Ooh. What I'm doing is taking this piece of wood, smooth it down, and make it to the right dimension. It needs to be sort of finger thick, several fingers wide, with a gentle taper. This is going to form the gunnel of the canoe. To do that, I've used the axe that did a rough shaping out, the tool I'm not most happy with. Now I'm finishing off using this hook knife. This is virtually a unique to this part of the world. It's absolutely ideal for smoothing. It's kind of a cross between a raw knife, a plane, and a
1,
gallows. These skills were once commonplace, but as I found with so many traditional skills across the world, things are changing.
2, 3, 4, 15,
So far, we haven't compared any of the pieces at all. Are you confident? That's generations of canoe making experience speaking. This whole area is alive with the spirit of the canoe. One of the most famous canoeists of modern times came from just down the road. Like me, he wasn't an Indian, but he earned a special place in the history of canoeing.
All of euphoria, no fear. I've got a
16,
and it's just a great feeling of freedom, I know.
17. Really was the way to canoe. His enthusiasm, which came to all his films and books, was simply infectious. He inspired a whole generation, including myself, to go out, pick up a paddle, and go out into the wilderness. Mason died in 1988. 19. Children are both immersed in the world of canoeing. Water beckoning, prizes developing art, and teaching canoeing to a whole new generation.
My dad, he passed on the love of wilderness. Canoeing, yes, it was important, but he didn't force us to go canoeing. So he just said, this is a vehicle. Would you like to come along? And of course, as a kid, you want to come along. We have so many cities, so much concrete, and we don't think about the wilderness very much, or canoeing, or anything much, except money and cars, and where you're going to go as quickly as possible. Canoe makes you slow down, and that's why I like that travel. It makes everything slow down, and then you look, and you learn more. The canoe means beautiful freedom. Be out on a trip for 10 days, sliding along the water, camping where you want, and then pitching a tent, using it as a vehicle. And also, I teach canoeing. I like it. I like the art of traveling.
Becky is at home with all aspects of canoeing, including many traditional techniques passed down from First Nations.
I taught a gentleman, a First Nations
Three.
and he went back home, and his grandmother, he was very excited, he went home and he said, look what I've learned. 4. And she started crying. It's exactly the same as her grandfather taught her. And it's just like a reconnection. And
5.
You asked me, well, is it going to be here forever? Evolve. But it's just extraordinary. Canoeing doesn't evolve. It's just here. And you just pass it along.
Sentiments I share in time. It's a way of travelling that brings you closest to the world. Learning how to make one, I felt I was joining that process of sharing knowledge. So there we go, at the end of the day, any bystander watching, it might seem that all we've been doing here is creating a backward shaving. But in fact, we've made 7 different parts for the canoe. We've made both parts of the gunnel, 2 bits to each side, and we've been making a cap that goes on top of that. We've made 3 of those. Although we only need 2, we've made 1 spare, just in case we have an accident. And those are the longest pieces of wood we have to prepare for the canoe. We've done that first, so that if we pick it up, we can make it all our wood. The arms right now, I can tell you, the fingers, using the foot all day, very, very sore. And it'll be good to soak that hand in a cold bath later on. But,
27.
Yeah, no, that's really honest sort of thing to be doing. Working with this wood in the sun is fantastic, lovely.
28.
Sound of the wood box, herons flying overhead. It's been a lovely day. And quite exciting. One of those jobs when you start, you really don't want to do. You have to force yourself to do great. You don't get too tired. Looking forward to tomorrow.
30.
When you do things traditionally, that means making the jig you'll use to build the canoe as well as the canoe itself. So more splitting. But with the right materials, it's incredibly straightforward. I've never worked with cedar before. It's better than any wood I have worked with. It's even better than sweet chestnut.
1.
And of course, the principle of splitting, do like this, and keeping the split running, are universal.
2.
a lovely wood to work. And there's always troublesome areas like this where there's a knot. You just have to take your time and it's a combination of different things you would want to do. Also telling you what you want to do. A combination of the two. You're very determined.
33.
Way to go with half the knot now. It's starting to run off to one side. There's a lot of bend
34.
Help me do that. My knee either side. I've got a fulcrum. What if it makes, like so? Now the split.
35. Ah! 1.
One of the things that fascinates me about wood is all trees have different personalities. So this wood is a real gentle wood. That needs a little bit of gentle persuasion, but at the same time a very reliable wood. Fabulous. Look at that. Making everything by hand, make sure you extract the maximum value out of every piece of wood. So these pieces we're making into braces.
The outside braces.
When we finished using them as braces, I guess we can thin these down and use them within the vertical.
Yeah, we use a machine and stuff. We'll recycle the wood.
Yeah, nothing's wasted. So even the jig and the frame that we're using to build the boat becomes a part of it. Yeah. Recycling materials like this is just one more example of how clever this design is. It's no wonder that it was relied on for so long.
The canoe has played a very prominent role in the history of Canada. For 14,000 years, the birch bark canoe was used. The First Nations people needed the birch bark canoe because that's all there was to ply the waterways to accommodate hunting, fishing, trapping, moving their families, and all of these kinds of essential things. The birch bark canoe was the only thing they had.
The huge impact of the fur trade across the whole of Canada from the 17th century onwards opened up a new demand for birch bark canoes. But even though fur trade canoes were bigger, their design was almost identical.
It's remarkable, the diversity. I think in the Canadian community we have over 80 different birch bark canoes, right up to the great large fur trade canoes. The canoe they made for 36, 38 feet.
These canoes were the stuff of legends, carrying heavy loads vast distances for months on end. You could almost say the birch bark canoe built Canada. It was this characteristic rib structure that we needed to think about for ours next. No tape measures, so we used a template to mark up where the rib would go. Whilst it may seem straightforward enough, you need to know what to do. It's really interesting. Although we're very early on in the building stage, we have to make important decisions right now. And the spacing of the wood determines
4.
spread the above the top. We have enough
5.
room like that to get the load. There's also the time to determine the width of the
6.
yeah, that's beautiful.
7.
Yeah, let's try the see how it feels. See how it feels to step in very carefully. Well, if anything, it feels a little wide, but then again, if you have another 6 inches or so on each end, then yeah, well, the bike will extend a little more. This was a decision only I could make. After all, I was the one who paddled. After much consideration, we decided to make the canoe slightly narrower. That's good, isn't it? Well, I reckon we go with that. Wait a sec. A little bit of
8, 9,
We've been searching for a nice piece of level ground. It's quite a critical decision. Because if the ground is
10,
twisted, when we build the road, it will be twisted too. And that's the last thing we want. We need nice level ground. Maybe with a small
11,
dip in the middle, instead of rock, which will enable the canoe to turn better.
12,
But really is an amazing material. It's got unique properties that enable it to be
13,
used in this sort of job. This seat about, for example, if I bend that where we were going to use the canoe, you can see that the grain runs along the
14,
bark, tends to open up, split. With birch bark, the grain goes exactly the other way, which enables you to bend it like so, and it doesn't split open. Fantastic material. To ensure the canoe takes the right shape, we made a template around which we could fold up the bark. With the template weighted down, we could cut slits to help the bark to fit around the curve of the canoe. How did you learn to build canoes yourself?
I learned from my uncle. Yeah, that's, well, I seen canoes when I was young. He built all the time. Because my grandfather was building canoes very deep. I used to see him do it, and I see my father build them. But I actually started working on them. Oh, it must be 10, 12 years ago now. I just decided to take the summer off, come my wife and quit work and build myself a canoe and do the first part of it. After I started, I went back to work. Well, actually, I ran into him and
15, 16, 17, 18,
There's many people still building these canoes on the reservation.
19, 20,
Not many active ones now.
It's the end of the third day of construction, and I'm really quite amazed. I didn't think we'd be this far advanced. I can already see the making of the canoe, especially when you consider that filming the whole process just slows us down. In fact, I'm amazed that people have ever abandoned this method of construction, because making a canoe like this is far quicker and simpler than any method. We were building in the garden of one of the most famous birch bark canoe makers ever, William Command. Now in his 90s, he's well aware of the importance of the birch bark canoe
2,
to the Algonquin people and the way they lived traditionally.
3, 4, 5, 26,
breeze and the mosquitoes are really bad. I'm not kidding, they're drawing blood. So the old birch tree is going to come to the rescue again and like a small fire to make the smoke and keep them away. The old birch bark is absolutely brilliant for fire. That's
27.
number one use for bark in the bush.
28. 29.
Do you want to spin it up again? Yeah, so you don't quarter it. Canoe is held together with spruce roots,
30.
which need to be firm. It was great to learn from Pinnock. I've used
31.
many of these skills before, but not on such a scale. That's where Pinnock's knowledge and experience are priceless.
32.
Pinnock, I was thinking about what you told me about how you learned to build a canoe. Your grandfather coming along and saying, show you around. Your sense of community on the reservation. It's not really common in our world.
Very helpful to anybody who wants to help or something. But nature has these goals for everything about it. Hardwood people just keep their knowledge and so until you approach them. And as soon as you show that you need their help or something, they're more than happy to help you. And the way to the end, like in my case, when I ran into my uncle, told me the canoe, even Jerry was the best canoe builder. I think he just said that I needed some help and he had to help me, and that's how it got started. I just continued to work with him. It's very easy to work with.
The next job was stitching additional sheets of bark to bring the middle of the canoe up to height. They need to be pegged first.
33. 34. 35. 1. 2. 3. 4.
Something really satisfying about this stitching. Although it seems like it's a long job, which it certainly is, I don't think it's tedious because every stitch you put in, the bark starts to feel more like a canoe. You really feel as though you're making progress. What we've got to do
5.
now is make trendy curve across the framework of the canoe, which reinforces
6.
bow and stern. And make I'm learning how. Obviously,
7.
had a drastic accident in my head, and Pinnock told me you can't repair it instantly.
8.
Very good piece of advice. So it was actually splitting.
9.
Pieces are laminated to make them bend. It's amazing was making the ribs. If the bark is the skin, the ribs are the skeleton of the canoe. I don't think I've ever split so much wood, but we needed about 24 of them. Before we used them, they needed a good soak to make them flat. Meanwhile, we carried on with the fitting of the gunnels, which came with a real sense that we were getting something.
Getting there. It's a good moment. I'll just do this. I'm going to make one. When we take the place down, we're going to get at least two, probably at the end of people that
Another critical decision.
So after you finish, you're going to have to handle it.
12.
It's a really unnerving
13.
moment. With this being a temptation, you can take measure after measure of a modern canoe.
14.
Making decisions with your eyes and your hands and your
15.
body. This is another episode because we didn't give ourselves enough there. The canoe went
16.
below. We're making it high. The gunnel was so high. And it has more wind.
17.
So high line is more. It comes down to the masters on this.
18.
Making every cut, every peg, and every decision was a wonderful feeling. I felt connected to all the canoe builders who'd come before. Pinnock showed me how the gunnels are stitched to the bark. The thinking behind every stage of the construction of these craft is so detailed.
Normally, don't make too many oars down there trying to win. I haven't seen that. We don't need to practice. So I'm saying for the 15 here, we'll have this particular hold. Even if the hole gets big, the water line will never come to that high. These canoes like wide and stuff up. If your water line up to here, they'll wake and stuff.
You have the right.
That's why I would never get my canoe to there from the water.
We're learning. There are people.
19. Twenty. 21. 22. 23. 24. 25. 26.
going to make it cool.
I get that. Cool. But
one of the things I love about bushcraft is that whatever tool you need, you have the skills to make it. By the middle of the next day, Pinnock, workhorse that he is, had pretty much finished the stitching. And I was making good progress with the main floor. That's the one that goes across the middle of the canoe, right in front of where I was sitting. I need to get this right because
26.
work more than anyone else. While we're looking at what I'm having. It's really lovely when you make things like that. You make all the
27.
decisions yourself. Here we go, well, the big back from moving. It's like 2 times that. Unlike
28.
It's also nice to use the crooked knife. The one that gives you a really good
29.
finish. As you shave the effect straight away. But I have to say, I'm not used to using this tool.
30.
Now I'm waking up in the morning and it's usually on fire.
31.
But my hands are about to get an unexpected break.
I'll tell you what, I'm staying well undercover. The thunder up there, according to local tradition, the thunderbird. Wherever the thunderbird looks, there's lightning. That thunder has the beating of its wings.
Well, I don't know. Midsummer, the size of those hailstones. Really tough storm. Absolutely terrific. I love it though. I think storms are incredibly exciting for the animals. Wonderful. I mean, in some strange way, that storm and the experience will be part of the memories I associate with this canoe. All part of the canoe's birth. Within minutes, we were dry again.
32.
Part of the rain, we removed the blankets from the canoe and began to see the sun over the last few days began to
33.
our work. And that's exactly the moment William chose to visit our bill.
34. 35. 1. 2.
Whatever the condition of our bath, we still needed to press on by preparing the ribs. To do this, you douse them with hot water, which makes them very flexible, relatively quick. Wherever you need to strengthen the boat, it's achieved by using the natural qualities of the wood itself. When these craft were used in earnest, like straw bears, it is the ribs that were one of the most common parts of these running repairs. We can rib, not bark. I can rib.
3. 4. 5. 5, 6, 7.
We were still on schedule. Just. Miraculously, the ribs were all in. Now it was time to number them, so I could take them out to cut them down to the correct length.
Well, the boat is really now starting to take shape. You can see that it's clear, the ribs go in, the hull shape is really beginning to form. But I'm not relaxed yet because there's still a long way to go. So you can see here where the sunlight really curls this bark up. That's a bit of a problem. We need to do something about that. There's your crack hole here. I'm still unconvinced it's going to be seaworthy. So we've got a lot of work. 1 minute it's good about it, the next minute it's a problem. Quite an interesting experience.
It seemed a long time since we'd started, even though it was only a few days. We were going to finish our workday. We're going to have to get longer and longer.
We really
Love it.
put it stopped up. We go up here in a snowshoe. Your legs are painful walking.
12.
There's this French phrase called malderacking. And we've been joking about malder couteau crush. The pain that comes with the crooked knife. Both of our hands. We're waking up in the morning, shivering like our hands. That's a malder couteau crush. That's what we're feeling.
But we had no choice. There's just a couple of days left, and we were both determined to get it on the water. The work had to continue.
Like piloting a canoe. I think this is my favourite part of the canoe. It's so ingenious, the way the wood is laminated and then bent up to form the
13.
canoe. And the little man is sitting there. Come on, and holding the weight. So you can see how the
14.
shape of the down the cliff forms like two pieces of wood.
15.
Action like this, the pieces don't necessarily fit first time. It's trial
16.
and error. Done by hand and eye.
17. 18.
Tell you what, mate, it would be just about impossible to learn to swim. I like to think book to begin with. There's so many little details and nuances and experiences that come into play. Well, there's hitting turns, taking back roads, there's no feedback. I couldn't tell you, make this piece a certain width. So I'd like for each canoe to three canoes individually don't have all the same parts. I couldn't tell you a kit that says this is going to work. But when you put it together, it's not going to work. Because the ball becomes big kind of behave eyes, the way it's going to play. It's quite difficult, I think, to follow directions now. Very hands-on is the best.
That's another thing I love about bushcraft. It's all hands-on. Pinnock showed me how each of the works we can take slightly different. No two parts of this canoe are the same.
19. 20.
As I carved the end of each rib, I realised that I know the ins and outs of this canoe more intimately than any canoe I've ever
21.
before.
22.
So before the ribs could be finally fitted, we needed to take a closer look at the bark.
23.
Once again on that,
24.
this is actually getting worse as we watch it. I mean, this is bigger by the minute. This is the pipe being in the sun while we've been building it. It started to crack quite badly. Some of the cracks are now spreading across the boat. And I'm very, very concerned about it. I'm really starting to have some doubts about the integrity of the whole. Yeah, we're going to have to take it into the shade and make it very. That's all I can think of. And then it's over to you.
Right now there's only bark here. Lindsay, once you get the cedar in there and the ribs are in there very tight,
Yeah.
it's going to give it a lot of extra strength. And then we'll gum it. It's going to all seal up. But I'm very concerned. Yeah, well, you know, looking at it like this, I wouldn't get into it either. You know?
The solution was to patch the cracks with an extra lining of bark. But our problems weren't just down to the sun. It's getting harder and harder to find the right sort of bark. That's thick with the strength and flexibility of rubber.
Yeah, my tree would have this corner.
25.
They've not been cut by logos, they've been cut by logs of flowers.
26. 27.
Luckily, this was the moment
28.
William chose to visit us again. This
29.
scared me. Good slap. Between two waves.
30.
His vast experience, he was able to offer some simple advice on how to add our extra layer of strength. All you have to do is extend it. Not even timber. After I just put it come in place.
Now, we always say we put the bark counters in over in this one.
Yeah, give the strength the other way. Yeah, that's a good idea. Only put your views in half, you know what I'm saying? And I think so that that's a little deeper. Come that way. But for these, you have to have that. On top of the problems with the bark, we were running out of time. Evening was fast approaching. With only one more day to go, we still had the final fitting of the ribs to do. Not a job you can rush. Between the bark and the ribs, we've been sheeting like this.
31.
Which is also so easy. You can see how thin that is. But to give you an idea just how thin, we shaped the edge.
32. 33.
But once this is all combined all together with the
34.
bark and the ribs, it's immense strength, yet retains flexibility.
35. 1. 2. 3.
I ordered
some wonderful people in my work, but I don't think I have ever worked with anyone as dedicated, reliable, and determined as Ben. He's that rare breed that's true to his word, no matter what the cost.
4.
It was a very late night last night, right into the dark, and the reason for that is we have to finish this boat today, and you can't just put the ribs in one go. What you have to do is
6.
ease them in every time, allowing the bar to actually stretch to their form. These
7.
ribs, they're extremely tight, and gradually now, through the day, we tap them in so they're flat,
8.
flush against the
9.
Tap the ribs in, finish the valve, add the gun and resin. Some of the ribs have been damaged, getting them fit in the dark, and they needed replacing. Just one more thing to squeeze into it, and already it's good.
Not moments like this, don't you? You know, someone ready to the book, but then you just have the ribs in. Not bad, is it?
Still, little by little, bit by bit, we have to make progress. The whole thing is really taking its toll by now.
I'll tell you one thing. I'm used to using hand tools and they've got no blisters. But both of us, and myself, we've now got so many little cuts and scratches on our fingertips that we can barely hold everything properly. Is that right?
11.
Even though we're up against it, we're still wanting it to be just right.
12.
I actually think that willingness to push for perfection is a really important part of the push plan.
13.
You know, sometimes when it's rendered and you've got to make a file or a chapter, it's a shortcut thing.
14.
That's dedicated to getting it right and making all the difference.
15. 16.
Wow. That's supposed to be the hardest one to put in.
17.
All the way to the end. Now, look at that. That pivot there.
18.
That's what we call rocker. That enables us to turn beautifully in the water. Turning, you're a very clever man. Beautiful. Absolutely staggering. It's not yet finished. What we've got to do now is put the rib pitch on the side. Keep that down.
The pitch is made from resin with air factor to make it strong. The final steps, like a great artist finishing a painting.
That was all fun. That's what's nice about the pine pitch here. This pine resin gives that smell of absolutely inspiring. It's beautiful. Of course, what's really interesting about these materials is that, you know, to repair your condition, you don't have to carry a box full of epoxy or anything like that with you. Just go to
19.
the forest and collect some resin. We'd be absolutely fine.
20.
What I can't understand is
21.
You've become interested and very expert in the manufacture
22.
of these traditional cars. Stage 2.
I think we'll just
33.
I'm gonna just what am I all that part? That's so suggestive.
24.
When you first meet these canoes, the simplicity and how they use these particular materials makes me very proud of my culture. That's who I am. So that's why I enjoy doing it. Even though the quality of bark is not the same and my canoes, you know, as sturdy as I would like them to be, I still like it. It is part of my culture. It makes me proud of who I am.
Especially when we put it on the water shop.
It won't be long now. Just work coming around.
$25. 26.
Time to put it in the water.
27.
First trust is all the ache, sweat, sore hands have been worth it.
28. 29. 30.
Shall I take it for a spin? Easy. The moment of truth. Beneath me, the wood, bark and roots were finally transformed into a living vessel. Turns on a penny. Sounds alright. Fantastic. That's good. Fantastic.
$31. 32. 33.
The made is so fantastic. The handles extremely well.
34.
Better than you can imagine. It's been very frustrating. Falls short of all this water.
35.
Able to be paddled upon with only a pile of bark and sticks. At last, they all come together. It's just fantastic. It's a wonderful feeling. And of course, the boat means freedom. Freedom not just for your body, but for your mind and your spirit and everything. Enjoyed canoeing, but I was determined to share the incredible satisfaction.
2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8.
9 days. 9 days of fishing, carving, and stitching.
10.
9 days of nervous and freedom. 8
1.
million after profit. 9 days
2.
will stay with me for the rest of my life. Birch bark canoes are the finest craft people have ever made. It's been a lifelong ambition of mine to make one. Thanks to Pinnip, I finally done it. And in the process, gained an even deeper respect for the people who invented this incredible craft.
A love story set in 1930s London. Over on BBC 4 now. A taster coming up here in a moment.
you're making a big journey in the wilderness, particularly in a boat like this, you have to go light with limited supplies and resources. Because of that, self-reliance and the skills of bushcraft go hand in hand with canoeing.
13, 14, 15, 16, 17,
This is the Missionary River in Canada. Today
18,
it's a majestic wilderness river in one of my favourite of all
19,
environments. But 300 years ago, it was an arterial
20,
trade route that helped fuel the fur trade and
1,
trade on the frozen Pacific.
2, 3,
Canada is a land of water.
4,
For centuries, the canoe
5,
was the only way to get around. And for me, it's still the best way to see the wilderness.
25,
Canoe more than anything, it's the journey, not the destination, that matters. I just think it's fantastic to come out and play with wild shit. There's so much interesting wildlife that they had here. But there also the occasional opportunity to surprise the cameraman. And in this occasion, it has to face towards me. You can't see it's behind. And I'm just going to about that.
26, 7, 8,
I've always wanted to paddle the great bird-fed rivers in such peaceful surroundings. It's
10,
easy to picture the scenery as it is. From the dense
1,
forested banks to the ridges of the beaver, whose helped
2,
fur trade. 300 years
3,
ago, huge canoes were found up and down this river,
4,
taking goods to the far from the rivers in the north and returning with valuable furs for winter.
6,
Stories of the men who
7,
paddled those canoes are fascinating. And none more so than those
38,
voyageurs, hardiest of them all. The banks of this river would have run to the sound of their songs, sung to the rhythm of their paddles, to take their minds off the distance years ago.
oh,
In the spirit of the voyageurs, I was paddling an old-style traditional canoe, a cedar and canvas prospector. The natural materials seemed to suit this place. Everything felt right, from the grain of the cedar down to the sound of the water lapping against the bow. But a boat like this must be treated carefully. In serious white water, this is like paddling an eggshell in comparison to a modern plastic. On a good day's paddling, I expect to cover many miles. The fur traders will always start their journey with a short
39,
With a male camel only a few miles into their journey.
40,
That's when they will have the opportunity to use most of the
1,
taken with them. If anything is missing, it wouldn't be
2,
too far to go back and get it. It was known as
3,
the Hudson Place.
4,
Practice signs too. But before I looked at the
5,
campsite, I was more ready to negotiate.
6, 7,
The river is coming up speed ahead. I love that.
8,
It's
9,
the rapid excitement from the journey like this.
50,
Wine for rafting.
1,
These canoes are open, and you need to treat even minor
2,
things with respect.
52,
There's no stopping halfway down, whatever happens. That's why it's essential to carry a spare puddle. With the rapid safety negotiated, it was time to look for a campsite. I made sure I was off the river long before dark. That way I had plenty of time and daylight to iron out any snags. I brought traditional canvas kit bags and a large traditional tent, a baker tent. The more you immerse yourself in your surroundings, the more you get out of a journey like this. This may not be simply to erect, but it will be in keeping with the spirit of our journey.
5, 6, 7, 8, 60.
Voyageurs have had such
1, 2, 3, 4, 64.
Starlighting is always important in the wilderness, but perhaps nowhere more so than when you're canoeing. It's cold. You can capsize, your equipment can be swept away. You could find yourself stranded on the verge of hypothermia. It's very important that on your person and your body, has the means to survive. In this environment, that means a knife and a device for creating sparks. But that's the most reliable when it's wet. Doesn't matter if you soak this, it's still going to be fine. Here, this part of the river, there's plenty of birch. We can use the birch bark to start their fire. You just shave up some fine shavings from the bark. The underlayers will be dry. We strike a spark down into there, which catches fire. Plenty of birch bark to get the fire going. And then small sticks. While the fire is lighting up, your knife goes back where it belongs, and your fire lighting equipment goes back securely fastened to the person,
5,
so that you don't have to go and lose.
6, 7, 8,
Looking at the paintings
9,
of voyageurs traveling through this time,
70,
is
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
I'm not going to make you all that, but I'll explain why in a minute. First thing is to twist. Find something hot like that. And just loosen it. I'm going to use these little side branches to help me loosen that. So work my way up the stick towards the growing. Pick it up here. I'm going to make like a crack. Work back, softening the fibers as I go, like this, and making it into what's called a withy. These are incredibly useful. They grow back. I'm not destroying them. I'm just
9,
moving slowly.
80,
About a hand's breadth
1,
of this ball. So I end up with a
2,
ball.
6, 7, 8, 9, 90, 1,
What I like to do then
2,
is just take that up through one of the crutches of the stick and down. Makes it a little bit more secure, stops it slipping. And there's a tripod ready to hold the top over the fire. You want to adjust the height, to adjust the spread of the leg. It's easy to romanticize the life of the voyageurs, the outdoor life, singing songs as they paddle, the camaraderie and the massive celebrations when they return to port. They would rise before daybreak and paddle for 18 hours a day, resting each hour just long enough to smoke a pipe. The pace was relentless. They were expected to paddle 45 paddle strokes a minute.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 100, 1, 2,
Beautiful, beautiful day. I think that the canoe is the most magical way to see the wild.